Hi guys, Spartan 765 again. I'm at the range here today and didn't intend on making a video, so I didn't bring the damn camera, so stuck with the damn cell phone video. Winds gusting about 10 kilometers an hour from the west, or the west, or blowing that way, a little bit south. Shooting my mosin nagant M91 30 from 200 meters way back there. Again, I didn't intend on making a video. Came out here, I was going to see if I could capture some bullets at the 25, or no, that's like 15 meters or something there. I don't know what the distance is there. But that failed, so went on. I figured, hell, I'm going to have to clean the damn gun because it's corrosive ammo. I might as well take it out and shoot it a little bit. So I'm shooting at the 200 meter here, getting about 9 centimeter 3-shot groups, maybe about 8 to 9 centimeter 3-shot groups. Let me see if I can get a reference here to measure that with. This is mosin nagant here also. You see my previous videos, Yugo SKS 10 centimeter groups here. But this mosin nagant I accurize the authentic Russian way. You'll see my 9130 accurization video on there. And there's a lot of shit people are saying that really don't know anything, that are saying shit. The haters are like, that's not how you do it, there's pressure points in the barrel, blah, 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 blah. What I did was I bedded it with brass shims, and I bedded the barrel. I wrapped a high-grade electrical tape around the barrel right where the barrel band puts on. The barrel is completely free-floated from that point back and from that point on. So it holds the barrel nice and steady, so the harmonics are just right. Okay? Now, we're going to use our redneck, well, not so much redneck, but measuring instrument here. And as you can see here, this is a TI-30, so this is like the most common calculator out there. From the tip of the calculator to the upper corner of the division key, we are seeing, I'm guessing, because I know 10 centimeters is to the middle of the X, which is what the Yugo SKS is getting. Say about 8.5, 9 centimeters in that right there. Groups. This one here too, obviously, you measure from the greatest point when you measure group size. And I spent a good, couple weeks zeroing this rifle about a year ago, because I, constantly adjusting, and thank God I didn't have to adjust the elevation at all, but, that can be a pain. I got Swiss files to do that on my other mosins. I usually turn the front side into a post. But this is the accuracy, get you to 9130, 200 meters. Oh shit, I'm going to go show you the setup too I got over there. Instead of making another video, just get it all in one. But yeah, this is here, as you can see, a 9 centimeter 3-shot group right in the center of the target. And when I shoot at 200 meters with open sights, I always take a white square and staple it to the center of the target. It makes it a lot easier to define where the center of the target is. I mean, I got close to 20/20 vision, but still having a white piece of paper there makes it a lot easier to define where your center of your target is. But as you can see, if you want to measure that, you can take a ruler to your TI-30 or TI-34 calculator. They're both the same. 8.5, 9 centimeter 3-shot group with the mosin nagant M91 30 that I accurized. Okay, now we're going to drive up there and take a look at the gun. I'm going to show you how I set up when I shoot with the mosin. It's pretty much identical to the way I set up and shoot with the Yugo SKS here. I usually set up the same way. It's almost all my guns. That bench right there is 115 meters from the target back there. The 200 meter bench up here, the only time you can really use it is if no one else is at the range, and no one else is here right now, so it's a good advantage, or a disadvantage. But it's also an advantage that it's a private range, and you lock the damn gate so no one else who's not supposed to be here gets in here. Okay, here's the setup. I'm shooting here, 9130. Like I said, right about here is about a 7 centimeter section from here to here, where it's wrapped with electrical tape. So this is pushing tightly together on the barrel. So it's pushing the barrel firmly into the stock at this point right here. Okay? And it's free floated from here to here, and then free floated from here to here. And it is not touching inside the handguard at all on the top. That's what this electrical tape for here is in the side, to kind of elevate this a little bit and keep it from touching the handguard. You want to have a good millimeter to millimeter and a half clearance between the handguard and the barrel and the stock. Now this is bedded the authentic Russian way of following Russian manuals. I did use, as you can see, there's one of the brass shims that's visible. I shimmed it out so the receiver is bedded via brass shim. Ammo I'm shooting is this Russian 147 grain steel core light ball manufactured in 1984. Now this is not match grade ammunition here. All the groups you've seen on YouTube that I've shot have all been with Russian ammo, either surplus or just that cheap ass Russian AK ammo you get. I mean, I haven't taken match grade any of my guns, but you know, hopefully, as you can see here, the wind's blowing about, you know, I want to say about 10 kilometers an hour. Not too bad, but you know, especially from here, you get a little bit of a crosswind going this way and then going that way. So you get about 2 crosswinds when you're shooting. It kind of evens it out from what we could see at the target, as it was hitting the center of the target. So that's a good thing. Sight adjustments on here. Shooting at 200 meters, you want to have it at 200 meters. These are going 50 meter increments from 100 to 150 to 200. You know, I always make sure it's at the correct setting. You know, this rifle here this is the only mosin I've had where I had to do nothing to the elevation. I did have to knock the windage over a bit though. It's easily done with a punch and a hammer. But just wanted to show you guys out there, because in my previous video, in my video mosin nagant accurization, I claimed, I think it was, what was it, 10 centimeter or something, 9 centimeter groups, I don't know, but there is the proven, you know, 8.5, 9 centimeter group for that video, for those people who were saying do a range video. And I never actually intended on doing it. This is a comment left, I remember, about 2 months ago, but this kind of sparked it. You know, I gotta start bringing the damn camera every time I go to the range. I don't have to do this shit on my cell phone. You guys got any comments or questions? Feel free to send me a message. Oh, wait a minute, what the hell? Wait a minute. I was going to point out something else. Oh, shooting arrangements, yeah. Just a regular range bench, kind of musty because no one ever uses the 200 meter because everyone likes to use the yard side of the range. This is the metric here. It goes out to 200 meters to that target. I think it's almost 200 yards to that target. It's like 195 or something, I think, to the 100. That is for the 100 right there. That's 100 yards. From that to that is 115 meters. From here to that is 100 or 200 meters. But this here is the setup. I just use the gun pad, ammo can, position myself nice in the bench, and use my, I don't know if I can set this up here so I can show you how I sit, because a lot of people are asking me that. You know, and everybody has their own techniques. I'm just showing you what works for me. This is like trying to get a goddamn fucking blackberry storm sitting up there. There we go. And what I do is, I sit like this here. I put my elbow in and kind of balance the stock on this elbow and have my hand like this here. You know, so I get a real tight, locked in fit, you know, aimed right at the target. I mean, that's how I shoot. That's how I've been shooting for years. That's how I get my accuracy groups. That's how my groups are so accurate. But again, this here is nothing special for a mosin. Well, aside, it has an excellent barrel in it, but I mean, it's just a 1943 war production mosin M91 30. There's nothing, you know, this isn't like a Tula. There's a lot of controversy. The Tula or the Ishfest is more, it doesn't really matter, just as long as you get your barrel bedded correctly and the barrel is not pitted. Then your rifle will be accurate, you know? As long as the barrel ain't, you know, shitty on it. Doesn't matter what the machining looks like on the outside. It can be just as accurate. I've made many videos on this rifle like that. But you guys got any comments or questions, send me a message and I'll be happy to answer them. Spartan765 out.